Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's Saturday. It's 5 o'clock. Let me turn this around. My name is Leo. It's 5 o'clock, and here comes the part two of that first video. Um, I had a few viewers asking about whether I cleaned the tubs outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it around. Okay. Um, okay. So just to show you that this was from earlier. Here are the eggs still. I haven't put them in the vermiculite. Okay, and here's the tub where the little tortoise was at. So this is part two, and here are the clean tubs, right? So here are the clean tubs. See the water. See how wet the floor is. There. So here's the little tortoise, the one that was just born yesterday, that hatched out. So you can tell it's the same video. Uh, yeah. So you see, everybody got clean today. They also want to know how often I wash the tubs and how I do it. So if it's not too dirty, here's an example right here, right? Let's say that it's just dirty back here or right here, and I could just wipe it down. I'll just spot clean and then just change everything. Just throw a little bit of water in there to clean it out. I'll bring it over here, and I use bottled water in here. So sometimes I'll get water in a bucket. And then this is my the way I do it to wash them. So it's two per tub. So one, two, that's one tub, two tubs, right? So I like to separate them because I don't like them walking on top of each other. And that's how I know which ones go in each tub. So one tub, two tubs, right? Three tubs, four tubs, and then five tubs, right? So, and then what I do is I change the five tubs out, change the five tubs out with the new ones, take and clean the old ones and wash them outside, right? And then I'll come back and I'll repeat the process. So while I'm soaking them, you can see the how they poop, right? So while they're getting soaked, just the time to run out there, wash them with soap, scrub them with a sponge, the yellow sponge with the scuff pad behind it. If they need to be scrubbed down, and then I'll come back in here and each individual one will get cleaned down. So if you see this right here, this is how dirty each one of them is. So if he has poo in his back and back of his shell, he gets cleaned out. So each and every one of them will get cleaned down, and then we put them back where they go. So right now they're looking for food. But look we just changed this, and you can see all the poo, right? so so I'll come back in here and I'll spot clean before I feed them. But let's put them under the light so you can see how they're coming out. So here you go. I know my shaking my hand. They're coming out pretty almost the same size and super pretty. So let's check these out. Oh, this one here got flipped over. See, eventually the other one will go and knock him over. So let's put these two together. So this is the one that has a bunch of extra scoots in his back. Probably end up keeping that one because I mean it's growing smoothly. So you see his shell. You don't see any pyramid, and he has all the scoots on there. He's growing really, real smooth. Okay. So the way I do it, I got this board right here. Okay, so when they're small, and then I pull the tub to where it sits in the back of this railing inside. That way, what is happening is that I can put water back there and it stays there, right, like a little lake, but very little, not a lot, to create the humidity. And then that's all I do. So right now they'll get lettuce, not lettuce, romaine lettuce, right? Um, and I just introduced them to kale because when they're small they don't like the kale. I introduced them to kale this week. Yeah, it was this week, this Monday. So now I have them on kale also. But when they're small, they won't take kale. You got to give them like a month or two, and then give them kale. Then they'll chop it down. So tomorrow we'll be going to HEB and buying some kale and romaine lettuce. And just to show you, that's all I give them. I don't give them anything else. There's nothing else that I could give them at HEB. Oh, besides cactus, right? So here's a tub of cactus, right? And then here's the romaine lettuce. Let me show you. Oh, I don't want to make a mess here. So see, here's all the heads, and they usually grow back. If I put them in some water and dirt, they'll resprout. Can you see the new shoots coming up? But I'll kind of save them here, and then I'll give them to the bigger tortoise. So I try to look for them at HEB when they look like this, but sometimes they look really sad. So here's what a head of romaine lettuce looks like, and I think that's a beautiful head of romaine lettuce. But sometimes they're not this beautiful because sometimes they're just the inside part, the yellow part. But it depends on the weather. So yeah, and then we're out of another tub of calcium. We're out. Okay, so we're gonna be opening those up there pretty soon. So yeah, sorry for the camera, but hopefully that helps you. Again, I don't like bathing them, both of them in the one tray, because they will panic and walk on each other. So I just like separating them, and that's how I know which two go together. Because what happens is these two, they know each other, and if you move this one with this one, then sometimes they'll want to bite each other because they know it's not his partner, right? So they didn't get raised together. So that's what I noticed. So if I mix like this one and this one because they're not in the same tub, they'll fight each other. Because I see them wanting to bite each other. So that's why I started doing it like this, and not all together. Because like I said, rule of thumb, two per tub, and I know that's a lot of space for two, but it's not. This is plenty of space for them. You can't fit 3, 4. Like I said, if you put 3 in there, they'll grow really slow. You put 4 in there, they'll grow really slow. Only minimum of 2. Again, thank you for watching, and if you feel the need to call me out on whether I really wash them or don't, I do. We do. We take care of our pets. So yeah, we clean them. We wash and clean everything. Right now, I'll take all this and clean it outside with soap. So yeah, thank you for asking. Oh, and look at the humidity. And I just covered it. So look at the humidity. You can see the humidity build up pretty quick, like a little fog in there. So yeah, thank you for watching. And I know it's too long. Leave your comments, hit the thumbs up for me, and stay safe out there.